What's up, it's Q, and let's recap BlurCon. Stay right there. Alright, so like I said, this is going to be the recap for BlurCon. This was my third year there, and I must say that I had a great time as usual. You can see from all the content I put out, and I still have a lot of footage I didn't put out from that con. So I might release it as a short or a TikTok something like that a little bit later. But let's go over it. So of course, I went there Thursday through Monday. Picked up my badge, as you see. The thing is summertime madness. So I'm happy that this artwork is actually pretty good. I like it. All the artwork they do is pretty good. So I picked up the badge, and as you see, they didn't actually have a little ribbon for press. But I've been there enough where everybody knows me already, so I didn't have issues with it. Went to the Day Zero party. It was pretty packed and very fun, as usual. I did post some footage from all the parties, actually. I didn't post that Walter Jones was there. He was actually there at the party, hanging out and partying and whatnot. He actually was out late a lot of the nights. Thursday, I was hanging out at the pool at the hotel, and he actually came out there. He had shots with us, had fun with us and whatnot. Of course, he didn't let us do no selfies with him. But it was just nice to hang out with him and talk to him and stuff like that. If you didn't know, Walter is like over 50, and he does not look it at all. He's a epitome of Black Don't Crack. So Day Zero party happened. Video you saw from that, I posted from there. Opening ceremony, they had the opening ceremony. We had George walk through in the cap and gown. He did his speech and everything, and he also has a couple of celebrity guests who came in afterwards too as well, which I think I posted some pictures and videos from. I didn't do no panels this year, I don't think, no. So I did footage from the opening ceremony, and then whenever they had a guest highlight panel, I went to that, did some pictures and footage from there. I did do some interviews, as you saw, and I didn't get a chance to interview Walter Jones yet, still. I'm still working on trying to do that, but I'm going to get there at some point for y'all. But I did interview the King, Atangwe. I interviewed him. He was pretty cool. And I did Ahmad Best, and I also did Dimitri, who's a DJ, and I also hosted a podcast. I'll talk about it a little bit later. So I did a couple of interviews while I was there, as you saw the content I did from there. Friday, like I said, was a party, of course, and if I'm not mistaken, that was the night that Dimitri was a DJ for it, and I have to say it was actually kind of funny because he brought somebody up that was in a Powerline outfit to go on stage and actually put that on the content where Roxy pulled him up the crowd and put him on stage, and he did not dance at all. He did not do good at dancing. They asked about him up there twice. He still couldn't get it. Dimitri was cool. He had fun with him and whatnot. The parties was always fun and lit. Saturday, what happened Saturday? Saturday I was working on doing my interviews with people and whatnot. So got all my interviews in. Did the party that was done by DJ Senpai. This is 10th year of doing this, so it was a big honor for him to do it. If you remember way back when I first started doing BlurCon, he would have dreadlocks. Next year he cut them off, and so it's just transition from that point when I first saw him until now is amazing, and I'm proud of him. He had a big crowd, of course, at his party on Saturday night. All parties were packed. If you look at the video, also you see I had a couple of the content creators, influencers that was in the stage area of DJ Senpai's party. One of them being Nakia Renee, which I still gotta get an interview with her. I did talk to her and said, hey, I gotta get an interview with you at some point, but I didn't. She was actually there Thursday night at Day Zero party, and she was out there having fun and everything. Everybody was out there having fun. I will say that Atanwe, who was the guy I interviewed, young T'Challa from Black Panther. I saw him Saturday night at 3 a.m. in the morning out there in the food truck area, just out there hanging out with everybody. I was like, don't you gotta get up in the morning and do like workouts and stuff? Like, but it was just a party. Everybody was having fun. That was his first convention ever, and he did BlurCon. So hopefully he'll come back again later. We'll see. But I'm gonna say about the dates later. But we're gonna go to the podcast now. I was part of the Blur Station podcast they had that was supposed to be going from the whole Friday morning until Sunday afternoon, with different content creators coming in doing their thing. They had issues. Internet was not always dependable, and so when I did get there Saturday night to do my podcast, he already took everything down. But luckily, I had all my equipment with me, so I was able to record it, and I actually posted it. Actually, I got a couple of people in there as well. We had a good conversation. It was almost 2 hours long, and it was actually fun. It was exciting. After that, I went to a party, but hopefully next year, we will be able to have the podcast set up so it could be better connection for internet, which I will explain now, I guess. So next year, BlurCon will be March the 5th through the 9th, somewhere around there. The first weekend in March. It's the same weekend as Emerald City Comic Con. So I'm going to have to make a decision if I'm going to do BlurCon next year, or I'm going to do Emerald City Comic Con next year. I like Seattle. I love Emerald City Comic Con. Emerald City was the day I would go and meet all the celebrities for the start of the year. Say what's up to them and let them know basically my new hairstyle, my new hair color for the year. Usually with Emerald City Comic Con, whoever goes there usually goes to New York Comic Con because Reed Pop runs both of them. So I may have to just skip that one. I will say that I will let you know now, next year, I'm going to cut a lot out. Because BlurCon was my 9th con of the year. And I still got a couple more I got to go through, and it's a lot. So I'm going to cut down next year from January to June. I don't think I only had like 4 cons planned, maybe 3, which would be BlurCon / Emerald City Comic Con, GalaxyCon Animate version, the MomoCon Ranger stuff I'm going to try to do again. And I may pick up some smaller ones here and there, but other than that, I'm not going to be doing too many big traveling cons. I will say this year, let me get a feel for all different cons so I can know what I want to do. But I know next year, like I said, I'm going to cut back and kind of shift my plans of what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about the con that I will not definitely do in my end of the year video. I'm just going to cut ties with them. I'm not going to stress myself out about it. So we're going to talk about it end of the year. But like I said, BlurCon is always a great event. I'm so happy to go every year. That's why I said I'm probably going to have to decide between Seattle or DC. It will be in March, which means it will be a little bit cooler. Should be cooler. Because DC in March can be snowy, could be rainy, could be cold. So it could be a little bit of everything. But for it being in July, it's hot. It wasn't as hot this year, I would say, in the con, but it could be hot. The reason for them moving, it's going to be like that for the next 5 years at least, because Hilton likes to do 5-year contracts. So it's going to be in March for at least the next 5 years. Hilton wanted to give a chance for the summertime, because some of these cons going on in the summer, and people have to decide, like, if you want to do BlurCon, you want to do DreamCon, you want to do GalaxyCon, you want to do this con, San Diego Comic Con. You have to decide which ones you want to do. So it's a good move. That way you can maximize people because it gives them a little break in between the summer before they do all the summer traveling and whatnot. DreamCon, I may try to do at some point. It's just that Dallas is expensive. And I think that I looked at it and the MomoCon and Dallas and DreamCon is around the same time period. Something's happening in July. I can't remember what it is, but it's something that I'm going to have to decide which one I'm going to do. Because a lot of these cons are starting to sync up in their same weekends, which is going to be hard to do multiple cons, or like I said, for next year. I mean, different cons go on the same weekend, so I don't have to decide. I would say look at my official website and look at the calendar I have at the very bottom of it. I will update it as I decide and pick and choose what I want to do. It does have out until June of next year already in there. Has the links as well in there, so we can click the links and get the tickets for the cons, which I help you do that. So yeah, just check out my website pretty much. I'm trying to get more into TikTok and posting TikToks. That way that I can get my name out there more. We are building in subscribers for YouTube, this YouTube channel. We're getting very close to 500, so let's keep pushing it. I want to thank all of y'all. I did look at the 365 days number difference from subscribers, and I have gained over 140 subscribers in this a year period of time. And I'm very proud of us. We're going to keep growing. We're going to keep going. The more we grow, the more cons we can do. I can do more to get the name out there and get y'all more access like I do. So thank y'all very much. Make sure y'all check out all my content from BlurredCon. And thank y'all very much. Like, subscribe, comment, and stay safe.